Good evening, everyone. We're going to begin our election night media briefing, where we will receive a wrap-up today regarding today's election from the Chair, Patrice Perkins Hooker, followed by the Director of Elections, Nadine Williams. So I will bring up our Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to say thank you to all of our poll workers, the staff members of the department, and all of the temporary employees for your work in these municipal elections. This is the very first election that we have conducted in the Election Hub and Operations Facility. I want to thank the Fulton County Board of Commissioners for their investment in this lovely enhanced facility that allows us to process election results in an open and transparent manner with plenty of space to work with. I also want to thank the county manager and his team for their support in completing the facility to meet our needs. The county operated 147 polling precincts, all of which opened on time with staff and equipment ready to receive voters at 7 o'clock this morning. There were no long wait times anywhere in the system, and this phenomenal outcome is the result of planning by members of our staff and execution by the poll and temporary workers. Thank you all for your dedication to this election process. Your efforts ensured that every voter had an opportunity to vote and that those votes will be counted. I appreciate everyone's support of this election cycle, and I'm going to let our elections director, Nadine Williams, provide you with a little more details on the specifics of this election.
Good evening. I would again like to thank all the poll workers and election staff that conducted this election today. We again thank the county manager, board of commissioners, and board of registration elections for the accommodations of our new elections hub facility. Over 21,000 voters cast their ballots during advanced voting. Over 500 absentee by mail ballots were received. We thank the voters that came out today to cast their ballot. And we thank the Secretary of State's Election Division and the No Ink vendor for their assistance with this election today. And we will now proceed to complete election night tabulation, and we will post the election results on our website when completed. Thank you so much.
We will now open the floor for a few questions. Do we have any questions from our gallery?
I know you're working through pickup in East Point, and then you said also there were some issues with uploading drivers and some of the poll pads. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, so there was a transference problem between the knowing poll pads and the Jarvis system. So at the conclusion of this election, we are going to do a review of the City of East Point votes cast, as well as the City of South Fulton votes cast, to ensure no elections results were impacted. So we do plan to do that full review before the board certifies on the 14th. Those are the two cities of concern, yes.
District lines, I guess, in East Point, what was approved was not.
Yes, there was a difference in the variance of the lines. The City of East Point did collaborate with us to double check that information. They reviewed the information, and we were able to correct those. But we're going to again also do a review before we certify. Correct. Mm-hmm.
And if I could ask you, not only did you first use the hub,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, it was.
Your thoughts?
Well, I took the liberty of going out and physically visiting with several polling precincts, and I visited 8 and just watched in each. I tried to make all of the southern cities and several of the Atlanta precincts just to see how things were working and to see if there were any things that we needed to do differently or could improve on as we go forward toward 2024. And it was a very good day. And the experiences that the voters had was very smooth. They just went through the system. As you said, issues with redistricting in those two cities, both East Point and South Fulton, were resolved collaboratively because of the fact that they sent us a district map that didn't correspond with the GIS version of that district map. And so it was only a very few people. In fact, we think it was under 200 people total, way under 200 people. So we're working through that to make certain that the redistricting issues do not impact any particular election. And if they do, we won't be able to certify that election result. Poll was very good. I shook hands with everybody and talked to them. And then some of them get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, make their sacrifice to get there way before dawn to make certain that their precinct is open at 7. So they were very happy. And having gone to 8 or 9 of them, and my colleagues also visited others in North Fulton. She visited, Teresa Crawford visited 8 or 9 in North Fulton, and then Aaron Johnson visited some around the city area. Everybody seemed very upbeat. You know, that's the best we can ask for. When I came into the precinct, I mean, they didn't know who I was, and they just like, okay, who are you? And I said, may I speak to the precinct manager? And I was greeted very warmly with everybody, and then I told them who I was. So I hope that all of the voters Then they got nervous. What's the matter? No, it was fine. It was a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. As you see, customer service is a priority for us here, and this will conclude our media briefing for the evening. As they prepare to continue the work this evening, I'm going to show the media where you can set up so that you can continue your work for the evening as well. Thank you.